Welcome to Build. I'm Dave, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So, one of the things that I like to do is buy what I call fake Lego sets. And these are Lego sets that are not actually made by Lego, but they often have kind of weirdo themes to them. They're more unusual things, more nerdy things in some cases, believe it or not, and so forth. So I bought one recently that is a set for the USCSS Nostromo, which is the spaceship from the movie Alien. And when I received it, I got the bricks, and then I also got the instructions as a PDF file. And as you can see here, the instructions had a watermark on them. And what this showed is that the design for this set was ripped off from Brad Barber of Creation Caravan on Rebrickable. For those of you who aren't aware, Rebrickable is a site in which people post models that they have built. Very often, they include they include the instructions, they include all the parts, and you can input sets that you own, and it will tell you which ones that you have the parts to make. In Brad's case, what he likes to do is take specifically, well, he does this with a lot of things, but for example, he takes the MIDI-size Millennium Falcon, 75375 is the official Lego set of that, and makes alternate builds out of it, one of which is the Nostromo, the spaceship from Alien, which is what I inadvertently bought. So when I found this out, I went to Brad's site on Rebrickable. I bought the instructions from him in earnest, and it's still a fantastic design. So yeah, today we're going to build that, and I'm going to put a link to Brad's site in the show notes so that you can go check out all of the other things he's done. He's an amazing designer, and he has a specific talent for taking a set and just taking those pieces and redoing and redoing and redoing with all kinds of different things. That said, keep in mind here that what Brad's doing here is he's taking all of the pieces, only the pieces from that MIDI-sized Millennium Falcon, and making a Nostromo out of it. So some of the steps that are involved, some of the piece usage might seem a little weird, but remember he's using a limited, purposely limited supply of bricks. He doesn't always have maybe what he would like to have. He's making do with what he has, and honestly, the results are still amazing. So let's get started. We are actually starting with the base for a number of reasons. One, it's not super interesting, so I don't want to end with the base because then we're ending with something that isn't very interesting. Secondly, it is all black. As you can see, it's just black pieces, adding to the lack of excitement there. But thirdly, and most importantly, it will be pretty useful later on when we're building the main thing to hold it in place. So here we go. For those of you who are not up on your Alien and don't really know what it is we are going to be building here, while I'm doing this, feel free to go look for images of the Nostromo, Nostromo. Whoops, I am messed up here. So you can see what our target is here. Here are two of the only non-black pieces in the base. And here are, where'd it go? The other two. And the base is more or less, or at least it's very similar to the base for the actual Millennium Falcon. And if you have not seen the movie Alien, you really should. It's very good. All right, yeah, I should put those in first. All right, let's do that first. That will work much better. Will be doing more fake sets in the future, hopefully that are not ripping anybody off, because I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. There we go. There they go. So that bit turns there. We'll see how that works in a moment. Oh, what are you doing? Hang on, my, okay, there we go. Okay, so this is the part that confused me before. All right, so it goes in there, and this, remember how that was bent? This actually tilts a little bit. And this part here is now resting on the ground. And that's on purpose. So, pretty clever. All right. There it is. Like I said, it's not the most exciting thing, but it's going to be very useful. And it's still pretty neat. So, all right. With that done, let's move on to what I'm going to call bag number 1. All right, here we go. Bag 1. There are no real bags here, but I divided the pieces, the steps up into some pretty decent size, so we should be good for that. Oops, that's not right. Lime green. Maroon. You will see some maroon on the outside. I don't know if you'll see this piece, but bright red. Sadly, it's a 2x3 and not a 2x4, so we can't celebrate. That's right. Oops. Oh, we weren't supposed to do the second one yet. My bad. Now we do it. Ah, well. That's not a black one. these up. So this goes like that. And then these go here. Yep, that's what should be sticking out front. And here you can see a little bit of the basic shape of the Nostromo. It's very traditionally spaceship shaped. You know, you got the two sort of engine things here, and then the nose coming out, and so forth. But as you will see, as we build up, it's very boxy and very clunky. I really like that because it's a working ship. It's a ship that is just designed to tow stuff around in space. So it's not flashy, it's not fancy, it's just getting a job done, and that appeals to me. So, all kinds of stuff going on here. Okay, same thing on the other side. Here's a small example of Brad doing something that seems a little bit odd in that we used these, I'll take this off, this sloped piece here, this angled piece down here, and all we're doing with it is then attaching this on top. Well, if you only have so many of these, but you have a bunch of these, then, you know, that's what you use instead. He's using only the pieces from that Millennium Falcon set. So he's got to make decisions like that sometimes. You'll see some more obvious ones as we go on. So this goes here. And there. Down. Come on. There we go. All right, here's another example. This is a piece, this is a 1x1 brick that has a plus shaped slot in it for a what do you call it? One of those sticks. Obviously, he's not using it for that. But again, if you only have a limited number of 1x1 bricks, you use what you got. miss something up here? I think I did. I did. This is not how this goes. I misread that. All right, let's try that again. This goes like this, and that, and then this goes here. That. All right, and that's fake bag one. And as you can see, that's where that's going to go. So I think it's going to go like that. That's going to come in handy. All right, we'll move on to bag two. All right, here we are at bag two. Nope, I need opposite ones. There we go. So let me turn this so it's facing the same way. Actually, let's do it like this. Okay, that's better. I was looking for the hole here, and of course there isn't one because the base is there right now. These are light gray. Oh, where are you, Goldie? There we go. So we're covering up the hole now. I take it off the base for the moment. There's nothing holding this piece down, so I'm not going to put that back on just yet. And this is another instance where Brad is using these 1x1s with the plus through them, just as regular 1x1s. I'm not going to point out all of those. There are some very interesting ones, though. Putting this down right on top of that. Here we go. Is that correct? No, that's not correct. Oh, they're going here. I'm looking at the wrong ones. Just one of those. But two of these. Okay, so this is an interesting one, I think. So he's putting a 1x3 here, and then it's possible he does not have another 1x3 at this point, or at least one that he feels he wants to use. So instead, he's putting 3 1x1s here in different colors. You're not going to see them anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then he's doing a similar thing over here where on this side he's just putting two 2x2 bricks. On this side he's putting one and then a dark gray with double holes that will not matter, won't be seen, and a regular light gray. So again, using what bricks he has available from the Millennium Falcon set that he's building this from. It's very clever, and I have to imagine it is not easy to not only be able to design this thing that's based on a completely different design, but also allocate the bricks you have at hand to making it real. that's not right. This needs to come down one like that. Hang on, something's not right here. This is in the wrong place. It needs to come back one. Yes, there should be 3 sticking out there, which there is. Hey, don't fall off. Come on. bunch of these weirdo slopes here. And they don't like to stay connected to this with only one stud, but that's okay. They will be put into their place very soon. Like so. Nice. Alright, and we do that again. Of the lights, one dark. Oops. Two light. One dark. And this goes like that. And there you go. Pieces where I can see them. Hey. All right. That is bag 2. Here's where we stand. You can get the shape, but it's going to get a little bit more oddball, I assure you. All right, here we are on bag 3, I think. Things are starting to shape up a little bit. We got a ways to go. There are 5 bags in total, just so you know. I have a couple of printed pieces, some Millennium Falcon technology there. the other side. Oh, there it is. Yep. Alright, so this is going sideways in here. And this is a clever use of these. Let's do it this way. So, all right. Got this going in here, leaving a gap there. And then this is the clever bit that I was talking about. Using two of those to make a 4x6. That's not right. That's correct. Another nice thing about using these, using more unusual pieces to do things is gives a lot of nice texture to what's going on. Interesting lines, rather than just slapping a plate down. am definitely glad I built the base first. That was a pretty good idea. Especially come in handy once we have stuff on the bottom. We don't have to rest it on top of them. Bits and 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, hey, that's not right. That actually can go there, and this goes in there. Actually, let's do these first. Then those will be straight. And the Millennium Falcon must have a ton of these because look at all the ones that we're using. Nope, not that. This and make sure we get that in there. Okay, that might be in all the way. I may have to push that in. We'll see. a weird angle here. I think yep. All right, so these are going on here, like that, leaving this gap here, and then those are going like that. Now we want these. Building out the nose a little bit. Okay. And 4 more of these. Okay. Oh, here it is. Oh, and one of these. Again, we're adding some nice texture. This. Oops, I got that. That's why you pull in the right order. So this is what we just built. And it is going here on the wing pan, or on the, whatever this is. Make sure everything's in solid. This gray is supposed to line up with that gray, so we're good there. And now we're going to do it again. goes on this side. It's not snapping in somewhere. There it goes. Nope. There it is. Okay. So now we have this. Oh, a little bit of our base fell off. That's okay. We can fix that. There we go. On to bag 4. All right, friends, here we are on bag 4. This guy does not want to go in. There it goes. This. Probably should have gone on first. That's an awkward angle. Yeah, now we're starting to get the stuff on the bottom. So put putting it on the table, as this is going to get awkward. So again, we got the base. Oh, whoops, I missed this. Hey, something's not right here. Nope, these go in like this. And then that's in the middle. Thusly. There's a reason I'm holding this kind of funny. I'll show you in a moment. Whoops. finally put it down. So this is going back here like this. Yep. Yeah, I was holding out this funny because these little pieces right here just do not want to stay on when it's upside down. But that's okay. Something's going to go here that's going to hold them in. But for the moment, they're a little bit awkward. And in fact, we can turn that there for the moment. We're going to do the cockpit. I know I said that this was not a traditional spaceship. Hopefully you can see it's the boxiness of it, and it's about to get even more peculiar. So I want this kind of in the middle. There we go. All right, we have a cockpit. one of those, two of these should be, here it is. That. And this cleverly snaps. All right. Let's try that again. It does not want to snap in. Ah. What is going on here? Oh, I think I have it at too much of an angle. I think that's what was going on. Arg. Ah. This is. All right. Let's try it. Let's start over here. This is not cooperating. And now it refuses to bend back up. And of course, it won't come off now. All right. Starting over. This is really not as fragile as it just made it seem. Okay. So what happens is it goes in here. Tight. There it is. And then it comes down slightly. That's it. That's all that I was trying to do. I should not mess with it, but I think that's right. Okay. We are, wait a minute. What's the, okay, this is the orientation. So this is going in here, and then that's going like that. This will make sense in a moment. That. And this is one of the little weirdo engine intakes. Which breaks off at an angle and downward, you can see. So good on Brad for figuring out how to do that one. And of course, we'll do it again with the other side. Hey. And this engine. Cool. Alright, so this, I did mess this up before. This comes back like that. And this goes there. I think you all might recognize this piece, but of course it's going to be working a little bit differently for us. Can you guess where it's going to go? I guess that's all. That's where it's going to go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not how they have it. Let's see if I can straighten that up. These little things just want to pop right off. And of course, the piece I'm trying to get off won't come. Okay, everybody get off. There it goes. Okay. Start over. I am trying to line that up. Like that. And now these come back on. Okay. And you got it. This is the rear engine. And these go like this. That. Yeah, I know I was going to knock that off. And so there's the rear engines. All right, time to move on to the final bag. All right, builders, here we go. Final round, bag 5. Push this over for a moment. It should be 3 sticking out of the front. Here we go. I lost my bearings. Here we are. See these little round quarter circles here? An upcoming build has 48 of these. Not in that color, but that seems like a lot. That's not right. That goes first, and then these go in front of it. Another very clearly Millennium Falcon piece. But it fits very well there. Hey, that's follow the instructions, Dave. Ooh, keep knocking that off. Okay. There we go. And now that holds on these little things that kept falling off. All right, we are just about there. assemble this before I put them on the bottom. Off the stand for the moment. They are on the front. That's the landing gear. Holds it all, holds the whole thing up? Not really. Yeah. Slipped. Okay. Put that back on when I turn it back upside down. All right, we're almost there. So now, as I have said multiple times, Brad Barber, designing this set, was only using the pieces from the Millennium Falcon. So he only has some pieces available. I'm going to cheat at this point and use a couple of extra pieces just because this little bit is a bit fragile. So I'm just putting in these half pegs here. That's the only thing that I am adding. Whoops, that's not the way I wanted it to go. I wanted it to go the other way. That's the only thing that I am adding, is just to firm up this connection a little bit. Because otherwise I kept knocking it off. I should also say that as I am not using official Lego pieces, the precision on them is not quite as good. First, let's fix everything that I've knocked off in my clumsiness. This just does not want to stay on. And this that was there. Yeah, that's when I was trying to put it back on the base. Okay. So then this... you can just stay off for now. And then we do another one of these. Wait a minute, I've got this backwards. Once again, cheating. Sorry, Brad. Just putting in just a little bit of thing here. Help that out a little bit. All right, and despite that one piece falling off all the time, building the base first was definitely a good idea. Because the first time that I built this, I did not do that, and I was dropping things. The stuff was falling off left and right. Because I had to fiddle it around so much. And there you have it. the USCSS Nostromo from the movie Alien. Let's come back in a moment. We'll look at it in all of its glory. All right, there it is. The Nostromo from Alien. Let's dip under a little bit. Get some details here. And once again, this design is by Brad Barber, Creation Caravan on Rebrickable. I will link his account in the show notes. And it is constructed completely from using only pieces from set 75375, the MIDI scale Millennium Falcon. That's a great job, Brad, because that looks spot on. I did add 2 tiny pieces just to firm up a connection, but that's no big deal. The work is all his. Awesome. Thank you for bearing with me with a spaceship design that is almost 50 years old. Yeah, we're going to do something a little bit newer next time as far as designs go. But thanks a lot. See you soon.